Question number 10, excuse me. Question number 10 is just find the total area, the surface area of this thing. So one way to do it is to just find each shape. They're all rectangles or forms of rectangles. So if I just write the measurements in, this is 10, 8, 9, 6, 7, okay? And so one is just find the surfaces. So if I'll just do the surfaces one at a time. This surface is a rectangle, so it's 80, 8 times 10. Okay? This surface on this side here is also a rectangle. It's 9 times 10, so it's 90. This surface here is a rectangle. That's 6 times 10, so that's 60. This surface is a rectangle, even though I haven't drawn it very well. So that's going to be 7 times 10, which is 70. Okay, and it seems pretty easy. Well, I think this is where the wheels start falling off for some people. Let's divide. Whoops. Let's divide this shape right here on the top, right there. Well, that is a 6 by 7, so that's a 42. So I'm going to color that in right here. And then the rest of the shape is a 8 by, well, now we got to think. Let me change that. I'm going to change that here. We've got to think, how long is that? Well, that's the same as 9 plus 7. Okay, so I'm going to put 9 plus 7 here. What? I wrote that wrong. So it's 8 times 16. 8 times 16 is 128. Okay? And I'm going to do a little thing here called times 2. Why did I times 2? Well, this top is exactly the same as the bottom down here that I'm coloring in orange. So there's 2 of them. Now the only other thing we have to do is we still have to do the back. So I'll color, I want to change that to red. I need to do this back here. Okay? Well, that back is the same as 8 plus 6, and then it's times 10. So that's 14 times 10. So I'm going to go plus 14 times 10 is 140, and that's the back red. Okay? And then the last one, I'll do it in green. You have this rectangle right here on the back. Okay, right there. Okay, that rectangle is 10 high, and we already know it's 16 long. 9 plus 7 is 16. So it's going to be 116 times 10 is 160. That would be the left side. Well, we're good to go now then. So we have all the shapes. I'll just simplify this. This is 130 plus 40 is 170 times 2, which is 340. So I need to add 340, and this is the top and bottom. So let's add all these up here. Put a So 80 plus 90 plus 60 plus 70 plus 140 plus 160 plus 340. Oh, that gives you 940, and we're talking about feet, so feet squared. Okay, so that's just doing the good old-fashioned each shape and add them up. The other way that somebody did it is you want to use the formula. So let me put a line here. I'm going to get rid of actually all that. I'm going to get rid of this here. This is a prism, so you could have used the total surface area of a prism is the perimeter of the base times the height plus the 2 bases. So if I happen to call the top and bottom the bases, we already figured it out here. That's 300, whoops, that's 340. The issue will be getting the perimeter. So I'm going to do the perimeter. I'm going to do it in purple here, dark purple. And the perimeter is really 8 plus 9 plus 6 plus 7, plus we're going to go 6 plus 8 is 14. Okay, so I'm going to put a 14 there. And then we're going to come all the way down here, which you already figured out earlier is 16. And then we know the height is 10. So when I put those in there, I'm going to get 60 for the perimeter with my height of 10. And then I'm going to add 340 to it. And voila, as they say in French, it's 940 for that. Another way to do it. So it may have been faster to do it that way, but you had to recognize it as a prism.